Is SMMA the right business model for you? Because frankly, it's not for everyone. I think people need to be careful when they're looking up make money online business strategies and tactics, because not every single model out there is right for every individual. You might honestly be best served working a 9-to-5 or being a number 2 at an organization. But after coaching thousands of students in the SMMA Blueprint program, I've been able to pick out and identify who's gonna win and who's gonna fail by some simple characteristics. So in this video, I wanna break down what those top characteristics are that I've seen successful students have that are clear indicators if they're gonna be successful in their social media marketing agency or not. You should also listen up and see if some of these characteristics are not inherently in you, so you know if running a social media marketing agency is right for you or not. So before we talk about what characteristics make a winner in this space, let's talk about what they don't have. If you like to wake up each day, be handed an objective or a task, be told what to do, then SMMA probably isn't for you, or frankly, owning a business in general. When you run a business, several curveballs are going to be thrown at you each and every day. So either you can get discouraged or frustrated by those curveballs, or look at them as challenges that you can go after, conquer, and embrace. Myself personally, when I was working a 9-to-5 job, I really felt like I was only giving about 30% of my actual potential. I was a high achiever. I was selling millions of dollars for the company I was working for. And really each day I felt like there was more in the tank. I had more that I could give, but I just didn't have the outlet for it. So I was craving starting a business. So if you like order, you're afraid of chaos or challenges, SMMA or really running a business might not be for you. Another characteristic that I see that can actually be detrimental to the space is trying to do everything yourself. Now, this trait can actually help you in the beginning because you're going to be doing a lot of things yourself, but eventually you hit a wall and it becomes detrimental to your growth. Because really, you can't do everything in a business. You need to delegate. You need to have experts on your team, and you won't grow if you can't let go. So this is a skill that can be learned. You can learn to let go, trust other people, empower others in your business to help you grow and scale. But just realize if you have this trait where I have to control everything, this could be a challenge for you in this space. A quote that helped me let go is actually from Gary Vaynerchuk. He said something like, I would rather have the job done 80% by somebody else than have it done 100% by me all of the time, because I'm not going to be able to scale the business. I'm not going to be able to grow and ultimately serve my clients the way I need to. So another trait, if you love having one safe stream of income, SMMA probably isn't for you. A lot of people feel comfortable here. One job, one stream of income, but this is actually a very vulnerable state to be in. A 9-to-5 job, it can feel safe, it can feel cozy because that's what everyone has told us, but really in reality, it's one stream of income that it's just one conversation away from being cut off completely. David and I have been running our SMMA for over 7 years now, and we've seen a lot of economic changes in the world. When I was working a 9-to-5, I may have thought at one point that during challenging economic times, that might be a scary time to own a business. But in reality, I never felt more secure with myself, with my finances than in 2020 when the world was going crazy. During that time, there's massive layoffs, and if I just had one job or one 9-to-5, that could have been me. But instead, I had a business with multiple streams of income, multiple clients. So even if 20 or 30% of them left for whatever reason, you could backfill them, and 70% of the operation is still running with income coming into the business. So let's look at the positive. What are the traits that make SMMA owners successful? Well, number one, they value action over everything. These people will not only learn and retain information, but they will go out and take action on that information to reinforce it and change their lives. If they see a video online, read a book, listen to a podcast, they're immediately thinking, how can I apply this to my own life and take action on it? They're not the kind of people that have to have everything perfect before they make a move or try something new. They realize that perfection is not real. You need to have something that you can go and perfect. Just like a chunk of clay, it's a blob, there's no value to it, but as you start chipping away at it, molding this piece of clay, it becomes a piece of art and quote unquote perfection. Number two, they aren't afraid to fail and they don't care what people think. At the end of the day, success is obtained by people who simply do not give up. Failure is just part of the process. If you think back when you first learned to ride a bike, you didn't just sit and learn about it, theorize about it before you actually went to go try it. You got on the bike, You took a few pedals and fell. Then you took 3 pedals and fell. Then 4 and fell. And then eventually you were running around the block. At the end of the day, nobody cares. Literally nobody cares. Everybody is wrapped up in their own world, their own problems, their own goals. So they're not gonna care if you try to start a business and fail. In worst case, even if they did, does it actually affect your life? Do you really care what they think? No. Learn to fail fast and love it, because that's where the growth is. And the last trait or tactic that I see from successful agency owners is they use goals, both positive and negative, to push and pull them towards their goals. It's quite easy and comfortable to set up this dream board in this perfect scenario of what your goals are and what you want your life to look like. You can do this in 10 minutes. Set it up on your desktop and remind yourself every day of what you're working towards. But I usually see the SMMA owners that attain success quickly are often motivated by the negative. This means that they aren't only setting up positive goals for them to attain, but they do something that's quite uncomfortable that usually results in faster growth. They typically remind themselves every day of what they don't want to have happen. They will consistently remind themselves of the negative. They do not want to go back to that 9-to-5 job that they hate. There is power when you use both positive and negativity for your goals. So if you made it this far and you feel like some of these traits, some of these characteristics you embody and you embrace, what are you waiting for? Let's take action on this thing. If you're looking for step-by-step guidance, check out the SMMA Blueprint. It's a top-rated course on the market today, over 120 modules, and it's much better to emulate somebody who's already done it before you than trying to carve your own path. So check out the links in the description if you want to get started today. And if you're looking for step-by-step advice, check out this video where I break down all the steps you need to start your social media marketing agency. I'll see you over there.